I'm going to be going over the Escada Love line. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to hop on here and do a super quick video. I'm going to be going over the Escada Love line. There's 4 of them. And yeah, so let's hop right into it. So the first one is Escada Candy Love. It came out in 2020 and this is actually my favorite of the 4. This is the first one that was ever released. Unfortunately, this one is the hardest to find, and if you do find it, it's more than likely going to be overpriced. Not like the few hundreds or whatever, maybe like 100. If you can find it for a better price, good on you. This kind of smells like Kayali's Eat and Juicy Apple, but like think of that, but like apples toned down and you add like a fluffy whipped cream note to it. That's essentially what I'm getting, and more vanillic for sure. It's light, airy, and fresh feeling. The top note is candy apple, mid note of rose, and base notes of whipped cream and vanilla. I feel like I get all of the notes, but it's mostly a creamy and fluffy vanilla with a sweet candied apple. As per the rose, I feel like it kind of takes a backseat, but it does poke out from time to time. Like I said before, I think the greatest alternative for this would be Kayali's Eat and Juicy Apple, unless you're specifically seeking this out because you think the bottle's cute, or you just want to have a fragrance that's a little bit harder to find and you like a challenge. But honestly, I feel like that fragrance would suffice. It is a nice apple scent and it is kind of affordable in comparison to this. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, the Kayali Eat and Juicy Apple, I think a full-size bottle would probably be about the same as this if you were looking to do that. So overall, I think it's a cute scent and I do think it's pretty youthful. It definitely is like a younger feeling kind of scent in my opinion. But I love it. I love it. It makes me really happy. The next one in this line is Fairy Love. This one was launched in 2021. So I would categorize this as a fruity floral. So the hazelnut in this one is very much present, and I really struggle with that note. Sometimes I feel like it can be really tricky. It's not too bad in here. It definitely, like, I do get it. I get a medley of fruits in the opening, and those fruits are nashi pear, raspberry, and orange, which I think is really beautiful. But I really am getting that hazelnut, and this is like a savory kind of hazelnut. It's not like a sweet Nutella vibe or anything. There's no chocolate in here, so I am really getting like that savory, nutty factor. And for me, I like it. I think it's easy to wear for most people, but I feel like the nuttiness throws me off a little bit personally, but that's just because I struggle with that note. But yeah, the thing about this, I feel like it's cute. If it wasn't in this bottle or I didn't know anything about this line, if I was going based solely on scent, I don't think it would have caught my attention. The awesome thing about this is it's only $18 on Java Shop. So if you're looking for a fragrance that has like a fruity medley kind of vibe and you really like hazelnuts and that's like your thing, I would highly suggest checking into this actually, because it's not like a bad scent. It's just not my preferred scent profile. But I can say that this is a decent scent for a really great price, like under $20. That's kind of insane. And it's like an easy grab and go, throw on, casual wear kind of fragrance. Next fragrance is Show Me Love. And honestly, this one, okay, so this one was released in 2022. Yeah, this one was launched in 2022, and I feel like this is when this line just started, I don't know, crashing and burning. People making these fragrances started losing their minds. So the berry note in here, so it's like, to me, essentially what I would describe it as, like as a preface, is like mixed berries and like plastic. So the berry note in here, pretty A1. It's synthetic, very synthetic, but like it's synthetic in a fun way. I'm getting like berry fruit roll-ups or like something along the lines of that, like berry gushers or something fun. Like that's what it's giving, but then it's also giving this horrible note of plastic, and I had to keep going back and forth with myself in my head. Do I like this? Do I not like this? Like, I really had to go back and forth with myself, and I feel like that is too much drama to be having with a fragrance. I feel like if that weird note, and I don't even know what it is. Okay, so the note breakdown: top notes of blueberry, middle notes of jasmine, base notes of macaroons, and more berries. So I don't even know what that could be. Maybe the macaroon note, because that's like, I feel like that would be hard to do, right? Possibly. I'm not exactly sure, but if this sounds like something that would be interesting, maybe you won't get the plasticky note like I do. It's just really harsh and off-putting to me, very synthetic. I'm not expecting like a super crazy blow my mind kind of fragrance, because it is really affordable. It's $25 online. Very, very, very affordable. Yeah, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way, and I really had to go back and forth with myself, like, is the plastic that bad, or is the berry that good? Like, I don't know. And I feel like that plasticky smell, it does tone down, but it never goes away. And yeah, that just kind of threw me off. So that's something to note if you ever had your eye on this fragrance. And it does smell much better on the skin than it does on a tester strip. So this is not one that I would advise to spray on a tester strip and be like, oh my gosh, I hate it. Definitely wear it on skin when you're testing it if you do. But yeah, this was not really my vibe. Again, this is a younger feeling fragrance. All of these fragrances feel very youthful, very young, very fun. This would be like a good gift for your teenage daughter, friend's daughter, whoever. But yeah, again, this is not really my vibe, but it's okay. It's interesting, to say the least. This last fragrance has absolutely made an enemy out of me, and this is Party Love. So I'm honestly really happy I get to review this, because I've actually seen quite a few people have interest in this. So this one was launched in 2023, just last year, and to me, the way I would describe this to somebody is cherry lip gloss, or like a cherry lip smacker and cupcake. And like, in the worst possible way. I honestly think it's worse than the plastic one, and which is wild, because when I first had it on my skin, I was like, okay, don't really like that. And then I was like, okay, it's getting better. Ooh, that cupcake note smells amazing. It's like a fruity kind of cupcake. And I really liked that part of it. Like, I've seen other fragrances, they have a cupcake note, and you're not really getting like a full-on cupcake note like this one gives. But that, like, cherry lip gloss, kids makeup kind of smelling scent, oh my gosh, does it get worse. I smelled it the next, because I went to bed with this stuff. I was like sitting there with testers, spraying everything on my arms, and like doing that, and then I went to bed, and I think it must have gotten on my sheets or my pillow or something. I had to wash everything in the morning. It made me ill. So yeah, I don't know, it was just like a really horrible cherry, I think in the worst kind of way. The first time I smelled it, I felt like it smelled medicinal, which is weird that I got that the first time. That's honestly why I try to make sure that I smell things more than once, so my nose can really figure out what I'm smelling. But yeah, I don't think it's, I don't know, if you want to like just have that scent experience, I would say do it. This is not blind buy safe. This is like the least blind buy safe in my opinion, and this is the most expensive one that's like easily accessible at the moment out of this whole line. So with that being said, I'm not going to sit here and bash this fragrance for an extended amount of time. So I will have to say, all in all, I feel like this whole fragrance line, obviously looking at the bottles, I feel like you guys could have guessed it. It is a very young feeling fragrance line. I mean, like, come on. But they're all fruity. I don't really see them being like flankers of each other. I think it's really interesting that they're in the same line, but none of them smell alike at all. I feel like they all very much go in a different direction. I feel like they're very easy to throw on. They're all very casual wearing. And like I said before, or maybe I didn't mention this yet, but I really feel like each passing year the fragrances got worse and worse and worse. So I feel like if you're looking for candy love and you really want that, like it's just on your brain and you can't get it out of your head, for sure get that one. If not, but you still want one of these little hearts, I would say Fairy Love would probably be your best bet, especially if you're not sensitive to nuttiness. I feel like that could actually be a really nice affordable fragrance for some of you, and like I said before, it is under $20. I wonder if they're going to come out with another one this year. I'm kind of hoping they don't. I'm honestly kind of scared to see what that would be, considering how it's been going. So yeah, those are my honest thoughts on this range. With that being said, I am going to be decluttering the last 3 just because they're not my vibe. So yeah, guys, I wish this was like a more positive review, but I just want to get on here and be honest with you guys, and since I do have them, I felt like I might as well before I get rid of them. So thank you guys so much for making it to the end. If you did, I appreciate you guys the most, and as always, have an amazing day, night, wherever you are. Love you guys so much.